Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us here at Girl Talk.
Where women have a voice and tell it how it is.
I'm Ava.
And I am Vivienne.
And we are the Divas That Dish.
I saw a news item this week, Ava, concerning a British girl that had jumped from the third floor of her balcony in Agra, India, after fearing she was going to be gang raped. The article stated that the Indian politicians are to debate a new law against rape, and that follows the outcry over the fatal assault on a female Delhi student last year. I think this highlights the need for women to be cautious when travelling alone, wherever they are in the world. And on a personal note, I was told once that if you wouldn't do it at home, then don't do it when you're abroad. And that single piece of advice has carried me safely on my travels around the globe.
I think that's really a smart idea. It's scary. I don't think I would go anywhere alone either, Viv. I think you're absolutely right. On a lighter note, we are in Second Life right now having the Buddy Walk. This is done in conjunction with the National Down Syndrome Society, and is taking place in conjunction with the National Down Syndrome Day, which is today. The dates of the Buddy Walk in Second Life are March 17th through the 31st. We all here at Pulse are standing behind this and are having many events at Club Ecstasy. So we welcome everybody to please come to the different events, keep an eye out for it, and also to go over to the Buddy Walk and support by shopping and support with your Linden.
I've actually been over there, Ava, this week to see one of our friends, Caleb, singing. It was really good, and it's a great sim, and everyone should go. And there's and there's another great charity event in Second Life, and it's the second annual Ronald McDonald House charity event that's kicking off with an exclusive show by Skydance 5 on the evening of the 27th of March. It promises to be a show like no other experienced in SL, and there are a limited amount of tickets. So if you want to get yours, then please contact me after the show and I'll pass you the note card with all the details of the charity, the event, and how to obtain your ticket. There will be other great events coming up, concluding with a big auction on the 4th of May, where they're auctioning off exclusive designs for a great cause. So watch out for those coming up.
As a mom also of a teen daughter, actually I have a 20-year-old and a teenager, I thought it would be really interesting because one day these teenagers are going to be girls. So I decided to look up and see and then asked my daughter what teenagers worry about most. And it was anyone from 14 to 17 years old. And this is what I found out. Some of it surprised me, some of it didn't. Relationships, whether this means them having a relationship with a boy or with a friend, and I myself personally see it happening more with friendships and the drama there than really with boyfriends at her age. Abuse, and this can be sexual abuse, physical, verbal neglect. Teens want to know where to draw the line between parents who are yelling and parents who are verbally being abusive with them. Sex, of course, is another one. Despite attempts from many schools and health classes, and I know that myself growing up, we talked about this, and I think it kind of fell on deaf ears because we didn't think that adults knew what they were talking about. And the sad reality is, as a parent now, my kids feel the same. Even though they can come to me, they kind of feel the same, and I think that's the way it is for a lot of parents. So sex, sex, drugs and alcohol, same thing, and also suicide, which is something that is majorly out of control right now. But they do have teen hotlines. I do know that one of the students of mine is going to be doing doing a charity event for a teen line. So if you guys have teens out there, try to talk to them. At least hook them up with the teen line and see what happens with it.
I don't know whether it's true whether teenagers have it worse or better now. Certainly, I think in this country they seem to have it worse, but
I think here worse too. I think there's different kinds of peer pressure on kids now, but I think I'm pretty sure that my drama to me was harder, but I think it's harder now. Like I know as a teenager, I could go and walk around and stuff and not be afraid, even though we always did the buddy system. We never went alone, but I wouldn't let my kids go anywhere by themselves.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, definitely. So something I've been wondering about, Ava, is that I've been logging into SL for 6 and a bit years now, and I've never, ever been married. And I'd really like to know if this is some kind of a record, or if there are people out there the same as I. I've never really opposed to it per se, but just like my real life, I've never found the one, in inverted commas. For me personally, marriage, whether it's real life or SL, is something I only ever want to do once, and there are far too many divorces these days. And I guess I don't just want to be another divorce statistic. I know that no one enters into a marriage wondering when the divorce will come, but it's usually something out of your own control. I know some people that have been married 5 or 6 times in SL, but equally I know a few couples that have been together for over 5 years and still going strong. For me personally, though, I'm definitely happy with my SL just the way it is.
Yes,
at
and
the moment.
I think for me with both of mine, it just kind of happened. It wasn't something I was looking for. It just kind of happened. So I kind of have a feeling, Viv, maybe. I don't know. You'll have to see.
I always say never say never.
Exactly. That's just what I was going to say. Never say never. Okay. We will have to take a commercial break, but we will be right back with our special guest, Hezabel Blackheart. We'll be right back.
The Buddy Walk was established in 1995 by the National Down Syndrome Society to celebrate Down syndrome awareness and to promote acceptance and inclusion of people with Down syndrome. It is also the world's most widely recognized public awareness program for the Down syndrome community. Last year, in real life, there were over 295 Buddy Walks worldwide.
There's a little girl, she says everything without words.
The Second Life Buddy Walk is done in conjunction with the NDSS, National Down Syndrome Society, and takes place around World Down Syndrome Day.
You bring me home.
All donations collected from this event are given directly to the NDSS. They will be used for supporting the National Down Syndrome Society's education, research, and advocacy efforts on behalf of more than 400,000 individuals with Down syndrome in the United States.
Hearts will heal.
The National Down Syndrome Society envisions a world in which all people with Down syndrome have the opportunity to enhance their quality of life, realize their life aspirations, and become valued member of welcoming communities.
Happening all around me now.
21 March 2013 marks the 8th anniversary of the World Down Syndrome Day, a global awareness day which has been officially observed by the United Nations since 2012. Each year, the voice of people with Down syndrome and those who live and work with them grows louder.
Find you anywhere. Oh, that is long. Oh, I'm waiting for time to come. Broken.
This year, join other Buddy Walkers, learn fun facts, and enjoy the connected community here on the SL Buddy Walk Sim. From March 17th through March 31st, you can see all the designers' exclusives only here in SL. In the past 4 years, Buddy Walk has only been a live music festival, but this year they've decided to get all of the community involved. You can find more information on the slbuddywalk.org, and we want to see over 1 million linden or more raised, so make sure you come down. Down Syndrome International encourages our friends all over the world to choose your own themes, activities, and events to help raise awareness of what Down syndrome is, what it means to have Down syndrome, and how people with Down syndrome play a vital role in our lives and communities. Join us this year as many artists and DJs lend their time and creativity on World Down Syndrome Day, March 21st. The live music festival, you can see artists here in SL like Mankind Tracer, Colorful Quiet, Maximilian Clean, and The Follow, who has provided us with a lovely song for this video. They play at 5 p.m. From the Pulse TV network, thank you for watching, and we will see you at the Buddy Walk.
Welcome back, everybody, and I am extremely happy to introduce our wonderful audience, Miss Hezabel Blackheart. She is joining us today to speak about her wonderful charity, Don't Hurt Me. She's got quite the crew today, so I'm going to go ahead and first have Hezabel introduce everybody.
Thank you very much, Ava, for having me here today. And yes, I have a large team. This is the Don't Hurt Me team. I am so very proud of these people. They have done amazing things for this campaign. BlackBarbie Bravin, everybody, a lot of people know BlackBarbie, and she has been booking all of our performers. We have Natzuka Miliandrovic, and she's created all the photos and the logos, all the graphic arts. Diana Balhaus, who's our PR person. KarlinJames Zepp, who's worked with all the designers, getting our gifts and making sure that all our posters are around. He's also out building our stage right now.
I love it. And I know everybody that's up here, and welcome everybody. And the first thing I would like to find out, Hezabel, is can you tell everybody what exactly is the Don't Hurt Me charity event? And also, well, go ahead and start there. Go ahead and tell us what it's all about.
Okay, well, we wanted to, for a while now, we've been thinking on doing a charity event to help bring awareness to people to know what to do about animal abuse, know what actions to take, to learn to identify what is considered abuse and what is not, and to bring people up to date of what is going on in the world. And what Don't Hurt Me is doing is a charity event. However, we are not collecting donations whatsoever. It's different in a way that the people that go and share with us, listen to our wonderful performers, are not going to, don't necessarily have to open their pockets and put in money. What they're going to do is they're going to be learning on ways to prevent animal abuse.
Can you tell us, Hezabel, and the team, what exactly are the goals for all of you for this wonderful charity?
What we are going to do, well, there will be 2 or 3 places. For those people that do want to donate, we will tell them where to go. Of course, we're not going to be collecting any money. The main purpose is to bring everybody together and have people realize they're not alone. Here we are. It is okay to, when you see something, it's okay to yell, stop. Don't do that. I'll call the authorities. You know, we are not alone. We are a humongous group of people. There's a lot of people that feel the same way that we do. And we need to find the strength to fight it, to speak, to be able to sign petitions online and change local laws, to be able to contribute to our local shelters. Doesn't matter where on earth we are, find out where your local shelter is and bring that blankie that you were thinking of throwing away. There's an animal out there that could benefit from having an old blankie to curled up at night.
Definitely. I agree. Also, anyone on the team can answer, of course. Can any of you tell, are there some specific issues that you would like to cover with the people so that they know about it? I know for myself that I've actually stopped someone from doing what they call canned hunts, and they did it across the street from my house actually with deer. So are there certain specific things that you want to get out to people as far as the abuse and the cruelty to animals?
I live in the UK, and we have animal shelters, cat protective places, dog protective places, whatever. And they're always very, very welcome of people that just drop in with a tin or 2 of dog food or cat food or anything like that. They collect those all year round. So, you know, if you're shopping in a supermarket and you bought a couple of tins of beans or whatever, buy a tin of dog food too and drop it into the local dog shelter or something like that, you know, like Hezabel was saying. old clothes or things that you would think about throwing out, an old pullover, woolen pullover. It's absolutely perfect for keeping a little animal, wild or domestic, warm at night. So just those little things, they can benefit an animal tremendously, or even save an animal's life.
Yeah, it really does strike across that, it's the little things that make a big difference.
Exactly, Vivi. It is those little tiny things. If you've got 5,000 people living in a town and there's, a few little animals that need a little bit of help, and say 10 or 20 people drop in a couple of tins of pet food, I mean, it does make a huge difference.
It does. It does. And the interesting thing is that it is worldwide. It's not just set to the U.S. or to the U.K. or to Germany. It's worldwide. So anybody in SL, which I love about this, is that anybody in SL can go out there and help wherever their city is. I love that.
Correct.
Exactly, Ava. And the 3 organizations that will be advertising for people to be able to contact and help are worldwide organizations. That was done consciously. There'll be people from China, Australia, America, Europe, South America, wherever. They'll be able to contact these organizations because they'll be given a website to contact, and they'll be shown by those organizations how they can help. And they'll be able to help in all sorts of different types of ways. And we're not just talking about domestic animals here, or, donkeys on a farm or something like that. We're also talking about endangered species, species that are dying out that people need to be made aware of, or people would like to be made aware of, so that they can help.
Yeah, agree. And there are a lot of ways. I'm big, huge with our local zoo. I have actually 4 different animals at the zoo that I adopted. That there's just so many ways. Even saving pennies for a year, taking the pennies to your local shelter, it will add up at the end of the year. You guys are doing amazing things. Hezabel, or anyone on the team, where does your passion for this come from? Can you tell us a little bit, Hezabel? Are you not comfortable telling us a little bit about what it is you really do in real life?
In real life, I do work for a government agency that specializes on animal issues, environmental issues in the U.S. for the Department of Interior, actually. And what we do is we look out for animal issues. We're a law enforcement team, and we look for specifically those individuals that are breaking the law. And so I am pretty much exposed to these issues on a daily basis. It's what I do day in and day out.
Okay.
This event that's going to happen on Saturday, and it's been in the making. It's been a dream of Hezabel's for a long time, for years, basically. And we worry and we stress and we fret about, are all going to turn up that we want to turn up? Are people going to come and watch all the artists that are turning up and everything else? And basically, at the end of the day, we've agreed that if just one single animal has a better life, or that animal's life is saved from this event, it is worth doing.
The event this weekend, this Saturday, will be on Metaverse Television live, and as she mentioned, it will have sort of a Woodstock type format, and we'll have musicians playing. There'll be a couple of small movie clips, and they'll be talking basically for 12 hours straight to really get the word out, about animal abuse. And it's just something a lot of people don't think about, so we're definitely very excited about it.
I will say, though, that I've been directly involved with getting the best builders and the best designers in SL involved in this, and I've invited the best designers and builders to donate free gifts to the people that attend. And we're talking about designers like Belle Roussel from Chop Suey, and Redgrave, and many, about 15 or 20 designers, and I haven't had a single one say no.
I think that everybody does want to help. I think a lot of times people get stuck on where they can help. And I thought Belle was going to come tonight to come and support you guys here, but I think she got busy.
Yeah, I think it's amazing work what you're all doing and giving up your time, obviously, for this charity. Unfortunately, though, we need to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back after this.
Pulse Television Network, programming you can feel.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. Diana, I've got a question for you. Are you able to tell us what kind of information is going to be available at the events for people to take with them?
Okay, there's an organization. There's 3 links that we're going to be showing throughout the event of organizations that are where people can actually get in touch and donate. We don't want money. We don't need the money. We just need the awareness and get the word out that there's a lot of animal abuse going on. The animals do need our help. I live in Bergen County, New Jersey, and they also have a big animal rescue service, and they rescue anything from dogs to snakes to just about anything that creeps and crawls. And yes, we do need the help. We do need the awareness, and we would love the maximum amount of people up there just to let them know that there's people who care for the little ones. I don't have any pets. I just have fish, but I do care about my animals. I do. I love my fish. We do have there's a Siberian Husky that's 100 years old in people years, and I would hate to see him hurt or panicked and all that. So yes. Also in Bergen County, there's a huge animal reserve. This is where I live, and it's beautiful, and they even have wild turkeys up there and all that. So I do follow that in real life too.
Thank you, Diana. Also, we have come to the point in our program where we want to hear from you, from the audience. If anybody has any questions for our guest, for Viv or for myself, type it in local or to us, and we will read it out loud and answer it for you. Diana, I'm being asked a question for you. Because of you living in Jersey, when you guys had all the catastrophe out there, how did that affect the animals in your area?
It was a terrible sight because, of course, we're not used to hurricanes up here. So the squirrels, the woodchucks, everybody was just a pandemonium. We have a couple of eagles around, and the animals were being picked up by the local or by DSW, which is the service that handles the animals here whenever you have an array animal, and there's a reserve, and they get taken out there and they sheltered and they fed until it's time for them to fly. And we ended up with turkeys on our driveway, so I guess they did fantastic.
Wow. Well, I know for me also, we have, quite a few, like you said, the sanctuaries and Wildlife Way Station and Tippi Hendren and what's her daughter's name? Melanie Griffith.
Melanie Griffith.
Right.
Yes.
We have that Shangri-La. So, I totally believe in the cause of what you guys are doing and do everything in my power, as Hezabel knows, to get that word out and get as many people over there to get informed as we can.
Yes, we need the help. The animals need the help. Please show up. Please be aware. Please protect an animal. Pick up. We have, we even directing traffic. We have a duck pond, and they cross the streets, and then the next day you find ducks everywhere. And actually, the crossing guards are taking care of that. They even stop traffic to let the ducks go through. So
they should.
We're talking about animal sanctuaries. Quite often, a lot of us, we have our parents, our cousins, our brothers, sisters, whatever, come and stay with us for the week or the weekend. Well, consider going to Monkey World or Penguin Iceland or whatever, those sanctuaries where you might have to pay $10 to get in, but each of those dollars are used to help those animals. You know, it's a day out, it's interesting, it's educational, and the money you pay to get into those sanctuaries, it really does help those animals.
Agreed. I think that's a great idea. Okay, come on, audience. Does anyone else have any questions for any of our panels here?
Well, no questions. So at the end of the show, if you still want to talk or you have some subject you're dying to share with Girl Talk, then send us a message on the Pulse TV website under the Girl Talk tab. We would really love to hear from you.
I would very much like to thank Hezabel. I adore you, you know that, and all of your hardworking force behind Don't Hurt Me for coming and talking to us here at Girl Talk.
I would also like to thank our wonderful audience for joining us today for Girl Talk. I'd also like to invite everyone back next week for another wonderful episode of Girl Talk. You can see this and other Pulse TV episodes when you subscribe to our YouTube channel on www.youtube.com/user/Pulse TV Network. I am Vivienne.Coppola.
And I am Ava Jhamin. And remember this.
What makes the world go around?
Girl Talk, that's what. Good night.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye bye. Goodbye. Bye. Bye bye. Bye. Goodbye. Bye bye. Goodbye. Bye. Bye bye.